Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Cowboys will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Texas Longhorns offense has the ball first today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance, so I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes a grab, pass Carter. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going.
There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. He's got the tight end. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. The Longhorns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early. In front of this crowd, you know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will take the field for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football, so we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Blasted as he lets it go.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
At the 40, there he goes. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Look out, he's got room. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it at the 20. Takes it across the 20 inside the red zone, and they'll mark him out at the 19-yard line. And the Cowboys are marching down the field. Looking for a crease, it's Thompson. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Off the play fake on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Flips it out on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Just a hair too much on him from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Wide open downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Kitchings. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw again. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Gets it out fast. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Texas! And they turn it into a defensive score. I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Makes the grab. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Snap from the gun on third down. Got his man on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Single back formation, and they give it to him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got rid of it just in time. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the run, deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. They get to him as he throws.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender and this game guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Snagged in the middle. It's Hardy. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Green. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pocket breaking down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Cowboys will send off the punt unit. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. He'll bring it out. It's Green. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So
turning it on. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's got it on the outside. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Knocked off his feet. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Fires to the wideout. This time it's complete. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. And the Cowboys are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Lets it fly. He's got it. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Durham. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. He's got him wide open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They'll throw it from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Kitchings. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Touchdown Longhorns! And the pummeling has started.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Extending the play. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Cowboys have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give to the lone running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
He'll do it himself. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Texas! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the 2nd time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
Under fire. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Well, after struggling so much in the 1st half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the 2nd half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end. You're expecting them to punt.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. caught in the backfield. It's Durham. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Touchdown Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Behind the chains now on second and long. Davis will throw. Quickly complete. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Cowboys come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll sneak it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Texas offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go right back to it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answer so far. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Splits the uprights. Good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Handoff to the lone back. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. To the ground with the back. Crosses the 40. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. They'll move the wide receiver. To the ground. He's got it again. 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running football.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer. Celebration turned out to be a little premature as that flag takes the score off the board and we play on. I know both of these teams were ranked.